It's Monday, February 6, 2023. Coming up on the program today, we listen to angry voicemails from customers of phone sex lines. Plus, a cycloptic-titted woman, a testicle explosion leads to a sponsorship deal, and Sean Hannity is dick-obsessed, Emma Watson's a Nazi, and my MacBook Pro is a homophobe. Distorted View Daily proudly presents a song about worms having sex.
Worms, making worms. It's mating time. I said worms, exchanging sperm, locked together with slime. The Clyde tell 'em that mucus flow. The mucus hardens, then the cocoon grows. Like a ring, it moves off the worm, gathering the eggs and the sperm. Oh, worms, making worms. It's mating time. I said worms, exchanging sperm, locked together with slime. The cocoon slips off the front of the worm, filled with fluid, eggs and sperm. Then the eggs are fertilized and the cocoon has little worms inside. Oh, worms, making worms. It's mating time. I said worms, exchanging sperm, locked together with slime. I said worms, making worms. It's mating time. I said worms, exchanging sperm, locked together with slime.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
I'm a sucker for other people's pain.
At least I'm not going to die because I'm a careless fairy.
Why this man had to have such a sweet rectum?
And I love the aftertaste of semen in my mouth.
Crystal meth loosens up your butthole.
The vagina is full of AIDS.
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you to kick off a new week of programs. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, have a banger of an episode. We begin with a submission from a listener in our Discord. Dave's oil painting submitted a very 1990s phone sex commercial. Although this phone sex ad wasn't quite as blatant. It wasn't like, call me and my friends at 1-900-WET-SLIT. I like those. I like the phone sex ads that would appear at the beginning of VHS porn tapes. You spend $60 on a goddamn porno, and the first 15 minutes is just like ad after ad. The two nice things about those particular phone sex ads were they're way more explicit. Like the phone numbers were like 1-900-COCK-WHORE. And I feel like if you're looking for phone sex, 1-900-SPERMED-UP is going to give you what you want in a way that 1-900-NIGHT-CHAT isn't. You know what I mean? It just seems filthier. More bang for your buck, right? The other great thing with the 1-900 phone sex ads that would play at the beginning of the porno tapes is there would just be like clips from pornos playing during the advertisement. So you saw vagina, you saw cock, you saw a dick getting sucked, you saw some penetration. It was great. It was like a little hors d'oeuvre for things to come in the video, you know, little scenelets. Anyway, the 1-900 number that Dave's oil painting linked to was really what they call a pickup line number. Oh yeah, pickup artists have been around for decades. These girls were going to give you the secrets to hooking up with hot pieces of ass. What to say, how to act, what to do once you get the broads in the bed. Ultimately, they're all the same fucking phone lines, basically. It's all phone sex.
Hey guys, do you want to learn how to be more popular with girls? Just call 976-GUTS.
I'm sorry, guts? As in I want to rearrange your guts?
Just call the pickup line, 976-GUTS. You'll learn the art of meeting girls like us.
I mean, I know what they're going for here with guts. Like, you got to have guts to talk to a woman. Maybe I've just been doing this disgusting podcast for too long, but that is not what I think of when I hear guts in relation to sex. Me and my friends want to talk to you. Ooh, we're in a bubble bath. We want you to come over and play. Call 1-900-INNARDS.
976-GUTS. You'll learn where to meet girls, how to meet them, and what to say. $2 plus toll. Call now.
Ultimately, this is a pretty standard, middle-of-the-road, pickup/phone sex line commercial. Not that interesting or out of the ordinary, right? But something deep down said, Tim, you need to dig deeper. You're an investigative journalist. There's a story there. And truthfully, this is why I'm such a successful podcaster. I listened to that voice, and it led me to Chaos Communications. They were a company that ran all sorts of phone sex lines. Now, someone from that organization, which, by the way, no longer exists, right? When's the last time you saw a commercial for a 1-900 sex line? Anyway, someone at that company was a real pack rat. He apparently still has a lot of audition tapes for the bitches that were in the commercials, raw, unedited footage of the commercials, and so much more. Let's start with a couple of auditions that didn't go so well. Now, they were casting for a 1-900 phone number the commercial ended up sounding like this.
I'm an insatiable flirt. I love to talk to guys, lots of guys. I can't help it, and once I get started, I can't stop. Why don't you join me?
This was the best they could find. And once I get started, I can't stop. I just crave sex. I'm a regular nympho. All right, so here are some auditions for this particular commercial.
I know what you want. You want to talk to a friendly girl.
I know what you want. That's got to be the most unnatural way of saying that. Hold on here.
I know what you want. You want to talk to a friendly girl. Well, that's me. I'm fun, I'm easy to talk to, and I'm always here. Just call 1-900-786.
Okay, it gets better, but she blew it at the top of that. The whole point of the ads is, like you're talking to the person, right? And you're sultry and seductive. I know what you want. You want to motorboat these titties. The next audition is even better because they use the same script that they ended up using in the commercial, right? So this right here.
I'm an insatiable flirt. I love to talk to guys.
All right, let's see how our next actress handles these lines.
Ready? I'm an insatiable flirt.
Okay, well, right there, we've got a problem. She doesn't know the word insatiable. I'm an unsatiable squirt.
Insatiable.
No. Insatiable flirt. I'm a flatulent turd. No! Insatiable. Insatiable flirt.
I'm an insatiable flirt. I love to talk to guys. Lots of guys. I can't help it. And once I get started, I can't stop.
Help it.
Why don't you join me?
There's just a lot of bad acting in the auditions. You can tell why some of these ladies... And 1-900 phone sex commercials, they don't have great actresses. So these are really stinky performances.
Hi, want to talk to a friendly girl? Choose me.
Convincing, right?
You'll hear descriptions of all the girls on the line, but I want you to choose me.
Well, she just sounds like she's reading off of a script, huh?
Come on, try it. Choose me.
I mean, it goes on and on. Just bad actress after bad actress. What I really found interesting on this YouTube channel was the collection of irate telephone calls the company would get. So apparently, if you ran a 976 or 1-900 number, you were required by law to have a customer service line. It kind of makes sense because, these companies were charging your phone bill or charging your credit card. Got to be some way for you to talk with a representative who is not pawing at her pussy. Yeah, baby, I'm so hot tonight. What do you want to talk about? These outrageous charges on my credit card bill? Let me just pull up your account. I don't know if you can hear me entering your information over the sounds of me fingering my wet, sloshing pussy. Now, if you guys were around when these ads were popular, they're very upfront with the costs, right? It's like 99 cents the first minute, $2.99 each additional minute. The problem is guys who are horny aren't thinking about money, and the hornier they get, the less they're thinking about money. So they're on the phone masturbating. They think they got off in like 2 minutes. Just a phone call. It's going to cost what, $3? No biggie. When in reality, it's been 25 minutes. Time flies when you're stroking your meat. So a lot of these phone calls are from angry guys who were charged a lot of money.
I think you suck. You ripped me off. You suppose you heard me. You're all up. You're a bunch of you should all be locked up, put in jail, be out of business. You should never exist in the first place. You chaos. You're a bunch of bull. mafia scumbag, douchebag. I hate you, man. I hate you. You're a ripoff. Don't f***ing pollute my TV with your ads. You're illegal, man. You're selling pornography. You.
Obviously just a bitter dude who spent too much money on the service. At the very beginning of the call, he was like, "You ripped me off." And then later on in the call, he was like, "You're polluting the airwaves with this filth." This call, by the way, goes on for 4 minutes. I don't know how the hell this voicemail, did not hang up on him.
You should be allowed to perpetrate your poison on the media. You f***ing piece of shit.
Maybe we'll check back in with him later. I do have a couple of other angry voicemails. I have a feeling they're all going to kind of sound the same.
Yeah, I'll speak real clearly for you. F*** you assholes and your bullshit computer. You're about to get sued, assholes.
Another satisfied customer.
I want to f*** someone.
I think he was hoping a girl would pick up the line. This is the only one of their phone numbers that doesn't cost money to call.
I haven't had a date for 4 years, and I'm getting rather depressed about it. And I'm just looking for someone who's like a nice girl.
Again, not quite understanding what the customer service line is for. Yeah, it's 30 years later, and he's still waiting for that first date. Poor guy.
Yeah, I'll speak clearly. You are nothing but a bunch of rip-off mother you.
That is what the customer service line is for. Speaking of which, let's check in with that first guy who is still leaving a message.
You're dumb. I know your type. You're evil, man. You're up, man. You're up.
I feel like this could be a voicemail being left for Distorted View Daily.
Reform yourself before it's too late, you face. You need reform, man, or else you is dead meat.
All right, I think you get the idea there. Well, there you go. Just a few voicemails left for a phone sex line company. Ta-da! If you want to check out all of the content from this guy who's just posting commercials and casting videos, I will provide a link on the show notes today. Moving on now. Oh, well, it pains me to do this. I hate to admit when I'm wrong, but I have to apologize. Lately, we've been featuring an individual who has an axe to grind with a celebrity.
I hate Emma Watson. I despise, I hate Emma Watson. It is the one thing that ruins my life. The one thing that would not allow me to live.
I've been making fun of this guy. I mean, after all, who hates Emma Watson? She seems like a lovely person.
Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. Read by Emma Watson.
What?
The Jewish doctrine of Marxism rejects the aristocratic principle of nature and replaces the eternal privilege of power and strength by the mass of numbers and their dead weight.
Yeah, Emma Watson apparently did the audiobook for Mein Kampf. This guy had it right all along. Emma Watson is a cunt.
I hate Emma Watson.
Me too.
If, with the help of his Marxist creed, the Jew is victorious over the other peoples of the world, his crown will be the funeral wreath of humanity, and this planet will, as it did thousands of years ago, move through the ether, devoid of men.
Wow, Emma Watson. Wow. Rebuttal?
That cursed Emma Watson destroys my life for no reason. They picked a fight with me and they won't let go.
Kinda like she picked that fight with the Jews. I see where you're coming from.
I believe that I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty Creator. By defending myself against the Jew, I am fighting for the work of the Lord.
I hate Emma Watson. I hate Emma Watson more than anything in the world.
I'm right there with you now. All aboard the hate train. Category 5 aborted Fedicane posted that obvious Emma Watson AI voice, although it's getting good, isn't it? He posted another one of Sean Hannity.
The media mob won't report on this, but the New York Post has just released a new set of pictures of Hunter's big, fat, juicy cock. Instead of reporting on real news, CNN, or as I like to call it, the Clinton News Network, is hell-bent on taking down President Trump. The radical Dems do not want you, the American people, to see just how girthy and succulent Hunter Biden's schlong is. AOC and her radical left squad view you, the America First patriots, as deplorable, smelly Walmart people. They refuse to let us see the monstrous, veiny behemoth that is Hunter Biden's ding-dong. But here at Fox News, we are fair, balanced, and unafraid.
True fucking patriots over there. I agree. Thank you very much, Category 5 Aborted Fetacane, for the submission. Zzz, plural. Oh, I also have a video here that was sent in by a ton of people. This must have been making its rounds across the internet. Apparently, there's an Instagram model. She goes by the name Mary Magdalene. I'm guessing that's not her real name. She seems to be one of these people who's addicted to surgery. Her 38J breasts certainly indicate that. Did I say breasts? Plural, I meant breast. She only has one now. Yeah, she went too big, and one of them finally popped. Take a look at the chapter artwork, and you can gander at this uniboobed wonder. Here she is breaking the news to her fans.
Hey, you guys. So this is my boob now. So I haven't been very active on this account because I've been on my other account. So I will post that below in my caption. But yeah, basically my breast implant popped again. And I am having surgery to take them out next week. I am going to go back natural. Not just my boob, but other parts of my body.
Oh, a moment of clarity. This may have scared her straight. She's got like one of those Brazilian butts, huge asses.
Or should I just keep it like this?
Oh, never mind. She's already having second thoughts. She's like, you know what? I could usher in a new fad, Cyclops tit. I mean, if she was wearing a shirt covering up the boob, I mean, her tit is so large, people might not even know that it's just one. So yeah, like I said, she also has like the Brazilian, I mean, her ass is huge. I mean, you have to have a ginormous ass if you're going to have ginormous boobs. Otherwise, the proportions are off, you know? I guess that's also why she wanted to have the world's fattest vagina. Her words, not mine. As a matter of fact, there's an article written. How I found out about it is on her Instagram page. She took a picture of the newspaper she's in, or magazine or whatever. The very wordy headline reads, "Surgery-addicted social media star who almost died trying to get the world's fattest vagina." I don't even know how you get that. What do you just blow fat in your pussy lips or something? I don't know. She died trying to get the world's fattest vagina. Now says she identifies as a man and wants silicone implants to get muscular legs. Now, this particular news story was written in 2022. I think she had a change of heart because she's still very feminine. She says that she was born a woman, but, quote, has always felt like a flamboyant gay man. So I identified as a man. I'm Sebastian Pickles, but it's not a big deal to me what you want to call me. She also said that she doesn't want a penis implant. Thank God. You know, because after all, she's one of those go big or go home kind of girls. In 2018, she went under the knife and almost died during an operation to enlarge her vagina. Apparently, she needed a blood transfusion. The doctor said, quote, "I was losing so much blood and turning pale." She said she wanted her cunt to look inflated so she could have the world's fattest vagina. Basically, there's this contraption that you use, and it sucks your pussy, and then it makes it very inflated. Ladies, do you want to try that? Go to adamandeve.com. Search for Pussy Plumper or something. Promo code FREAK. All right. I told the doctor I just want it permanently to look like that. She wanted it to look inflated. And that doctor, who apparently is very ethically challenged, was like, you got the money? Okay. Let's go ahead and try to bike pump up that twat. What's the worst that could happen? Well, the voluptuous star said her enhanced vagina now looks like male testicles from certain angles due to the way it pushes out. I would say it's a female ball sack, she giggled. I'm just going to keep growing it and getting it bigger. Now, you just saw what happened to your tit. You really want your pussy to explode? She said, I'm going to get injections. Now, at the time, she had three nose jobs, fat removal, brow lifts, multiple fat transfers to her face, fillers, 2 sets of veneers, 4 boob jobs, not including revisions. Again, this was as of 2022, I think, lipo, 3 Brazilian butt lifts, butt implants, butt injections. And at the time, she was just getting started. This whole tit-popping thing really derailed her plans. I'm going to follow her, though. I strongly believe she's going to be up to more tomfuckery real soon. Real quick, before we get into the news, I've got one more clip I want to share with you. A man recently, unfortunately, had his car broken into, and the perp stole, like, credit cards and stuff that were laying around inside the car. Not very smart to leave credit cards in the car, but okay. What's interesting is he began to get alerts that his credit card was being used at a CVS, and it just so happened at the very same time he was getting the notification, he was in the area. And this is his interaction when he found the bitch who stole his card.
Look at her. Look at her. You just tried to steal our shit. Nah.
She's trying to run away through the parking lot on foot.
Look at her. Look at her. You just tried to steal our shit. Nah. Nah. I'm going to follow you the whole time. Hope you know. I got a cop on record and everything. I caught the bitch! I caught the bitch! Oh, shit!
Oh, he's so happy.
Yo, she stole into my car, and I just found her at CVS.
You know, these stories rarely have happy endings, so, you know, I'm happy for the guy myself.
She stole into my car.
He's continuing to chase her. Like, I don't know where you're running, honey, but it better not be to your vehicle or to your house.
Yes!
You don't want to go anywhere where, you know, it's identifiable.
She stole into my car. Yes. Yo, this is going on everything. I can't wait to see her boyfriend and shit. He gonna beat his ass. Take me to that nigga. Take me to whoever stole my shit. Take me. Take me. Let's go.
She's having a bit of a breakdown here as she's having trouble running.
Fucking weird bitch. Take me. Where are they at? Take me. This is gonna be a felony too. It's gonna be a felony. Oh, you see her? I just found her at CVS. Yo, what type of weird shit? Where's my other shit?
End result, the guy got his driver's license and his debit card and all, you know, Visa card back and everything. A job well done. Law-abiding citizen 1. Fucking weird bitch 0.
Fucking weird bitch.
And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and the fucked up news right now. If you're enjoying Distorted View Daily, please consider signing up for The Sideshow. That is our member site where you gain full access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week I do brand new exclusive shows. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive, and we'll do another one on Thursday. Memberships are only $6.99 a month. You don't have much to lose. It's very inexpensive. And my God, you get so much for that small, low, insignificant price. My God, one fucking Starbucks drink now costs more than that. Do your part. Become a member of the Sideshow and help ensure Distorted View Daily continues on for a long, long time. Remember, if you happen to use Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can now sign up right in those apps. You'll get all of the new exclusive shows right alongside the free episodes in your feed over there on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. So check that out. Just another option. For more information, check out distortedview.com. And, of course, superfreaksideshow.com. Finally, we've got a Patreon account. Patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Also, later this month, as I do throughout the year, I'm going to be sending out some DV goodies, some merchandise to our higher tiered patrons. So if you pledge like $20 or more, I'll be mailing something special out to you freaks. Again, patreon.com/distortedview. Oh, I forgot to mention, this past weekend, I posted a video on our Facebook page, facebook.com/distortedview show, and my Twitter feed, and in the Discord. Lately, I've been learning how to develop video games. This is like the kind of dumb, nerdy hobby a techno geek with spreadsheet would take up. But as I'm learning, I thought, well, why not make a Distorted Viewy type game? And that's what I've been working on, and you can sort of see my progress. I will eventually be allowing you guys to play. The working title for the game, the first game from Scrod Star Games, is what was I calling it? Oh, Galileo's Adventure. Yes, you play Galileo 2333, a mad scientist from the future who's been traveling through space and time collecting babies for his unique type of, let's say, research. Unfortunately, in his laboratory, tragedy struck, and a rogue piece of equipment zapped the babies across the cosmos. So now Galileo has to travel to all sorts of locations and find the babies and beam them back to his time. Unfortunately, Galileo constantly finds himself in danger's way, and he needs to use the babies as a weapon. Yes, you throw, you pick up and throw babies throughout the level. That's the way you attack. The progression of the game is each level you have to collect a certain amount of coins that will start the time machine. These are coin-operated time machines. But you also need to get the baby, so you got to make sure you have the baby and you have enough coins. By the time you get to the end of the level, then you'll zap the baby back into Galileo's time. Now, every few levels, there are boss battles. I have set up the first boss battle, and you can see it in the video. It's Mead Skelton, and he throws bottles of sweet tea at you. So you have to dodge those. You have to throw the baby at Mead's head. Also, Mead jumps up occasionally, and when he crashes down onto the earth, it shakes, dislodging spikes from the ceiling. That's another danger you have to avoid. It's a whole thing, man. I'm really taking this seriously. Bonus, you can play with keyboard or gamepads. I've set up both of those controls. Check out the video, and if you're interested, I will keep you guys updated on my developer log. And please, if you have any suggestions for the game, characters, enemies, let's really make this a AAA a AAA game. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, we got one from our most fucked up states. Say it with me.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Praise Jesus! Give me a hallelujah! Down Oklahoma, Florida. Yeah. This almost fucked up state. Shepherd, hear me now. Florida is almost fucked up state. Praise be to the Lord.
All right, so some of you guys, I'm sure, know about the Villages in Florida. It is a huge senior living community. I think it's more than a community. It's like a city almost, right? As we learn from this news story, even old people can be kinky. Loofah sponges may clean your body, but they're apparently a sexy sign that people are getting down and dirty. Residents from the Florida retirement complex, the Villages, have been caught on video displaying loofahs on their cars, allegedly to distinguish their swinging sexual styles. It's kind of like the gay hanky code. Like back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, gay guys would have like a little colored handkerchief hanging out of their back pocket, and that would indicate what they're into to other homosexuals. Like everything, though, it got totally out of control. Just like with the abbreviation, it used to be LGB, then LGBT, then LGBTQ. Then they started introducing vowels. It just got too long for most people to decipher. So with the hanky codes, for instance, so if a guy was wearing a red hanky, it meant he's into fisting. Now, if he has the red hanky in his left pocket, that means he's a fist fucker. If it's on the right, he's a fist fucky. Already you can tell how this could get out of hand. You've got multiple colors, meaning multiple things. Now, depending on which side of your body the handkerchief is stuck in, it means different things. I mean, you need to have a cheat sheet for this. A blue handkerchief means that you want head or you're a cocksucker, depending on which side you got the handkerchief stuck in. Yellow, naturally, is all about piss. If it's in the left pocket, you're a pisser. If it's on the right pocket, you're a piss freak. You want someone to piss on you. Brown isn't, rimming. The problem is if you look up these hanky codes online, there's so many more, right? And the problem is there are variations. So there's multiple blue, right? There's light blue, robin's egg blue, and medium blue. Also navy blue and Air Force blue. They all mean different things. And if you don't see all the blues next to each other, you're not going to know which shade of blue it truly is. So you might think you found a guy who's into 69ing, when in reality, he just wants to find a flight attendant to fuck, which is a real hanky code that just seems way too specific, right? There's light pink, dark pink, mauve, and magenta. They all mean different things. One is about using a dildo. That's light pink. Dildo fucker or fucky. Dark pink is tit torturer. Also, there's a pale yellow, which is different than a regular yellow. That could get you into some trouble, too. Like you spot a guy and you think that's a pale yellow he's got in his pocket. So you're like, all right, he's into spitting or he wants to be drooled on. That's if you wore the hanky on the right. But in reality, he's a piss freak, you know? I don't think gays use the hanky codes anymore. I mean, there's no reason to. No one's ashamed of their sexual perversions anymore. They just come right out and say them. Now, more recently, there was that whole pineapple thing, right? Where if you have a pineapple out by your door, it means you're into swinging or something like that. I think it was upside down pineapples, maybe. Well, the new thing is loofah sponges. Just like the hanky codes, the loofah sponges have their own little guide, and I have a copy here. It's from a Reddit thread a couple of years ago. They call it the loofah code, and it outlines what each color represents. Loofahs apparently come in 7 different colors. Collect them all, each with a different swinging meaning. So let's see here. White is for novices and beginners. If you see a purple loofah hanging from a car, it means they are voyeurs. They like to watch. Pink means a soft swap, people who like to do it with others in the room. Blue is the lowest level of full swap, those who can play well with others. Yellow is mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Black is a full-on swap. It says here they let it all go down. Teal is for bisexuals, for those who want to increase their dating chances. There are other people who are saying you're making too much out of the loofah thing. They have a different explanation, and it kind of makes sense. Because, you know, everyone there is old. One person suggests the loofah simply helps residents find their own car since all the retirees drive similar vehicles. It's funny, but I could kind of buy that. The reason for the loofahs are simple. It's so they can find their car. Old Gran can't go around the whole parking lot looking for her car, so the loofah is an easy way for them to spot it from a distance. The Villages has often declined to comment on these rumors, but the reports have circulated in local and national media for years. In 2009, for instance, the New York Post reported on the Villages, calling the community ground zero for geriatrics who are seriously getting it on. At the time, apparently Viagra was a hot item among men looking for some fun in the bustling retirement community. And of course, ever since the Villages began to grow in the mid-1990s, STD rates among the 55-plus population have also began to skyrocket. Between 1995 and 2005, for instance, reported cases of gonorrhea climbed from 152 to 245. Chlamydia skyrocketed from 52 to 115. I like how old people are just pretty much like, hey, I don't have that much time left. Fuck condoms. I'm right there with you, my friend. All right, second story we have for you today. It's not often we talk about college basketball, but when it has to do with testicles, Distorted View is there. Ting! Clemson men's basketball star Brevin Galloway has turned a horrifying injury into a huge boon for his wallet, scoring a big deal after he severely hurt his testes last week. I believe I have some audio from Brevin in the hospital.
So this morning I went to lift. I came back. I took a nap. I woke up from my nap. My balls and my nutsack were exploded.
Ah!
Now, I go to the doctor. I have surgery 3 hours later. My balls are reduced to the normal size.
All right.
I don't know what happened to my balls. I guess they were trying to be like basketballs.
Should have measured them. We talked about the woman with the fattest vagina. You may have had the fattest testicles. You didn't even need surgery to get them. Just had to lift too hard. All right, men's underwear company Shinesty, I guess, announced Thursday they signed the senior guard to a pact that promises to pay him some cash and give him a whole bunch of underwear after he suffered a testicle torsion injury that he hilariously described in a social media video. I played that for you. Galloway explained in the deal's announcement that he believed the ailment happened because he was wearing loose boxers. Yeah, that's why your balls exploded. they didn't have enough support. Now he says he's confident his new Shinesty ball hammock pouch gear will keep him and his baby makers safe and sound going forward. Galloway added, "Now I can focus on dropping 3s, since I know ball hammocks won't drop my 2s. I get it." Shinesty officials said Galloway is recovering from his surgery nicely and will return to the court later this month. TMZ reports the 25-year-old, who averaged 10.6 points and 2.5 assists per game this season alone, has missed the past 2 games while recovering from the whole ordeal. So there you go. Turning lemons into lemonade. I'm kind of curious about this underwear, so I just got on YouTube here and I found an ad.
The most comfortable boxers you'll ever wear.
Oh, I don't like that one. There's a better ad here. Where's this ad? Here we go.
The most comfortable underwear ever. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. The pouch that's inside actually separates your tallywhackle from your leg.
My husband loves spending time.
There's a visible pouch that you actually drop your balls into, I think.
Doors. So as you can imagine, it gets a little sweaty down there.
Ball hammock pouch underwear. The junk just goes right there, and it lifts and supports the goods all day long.
This is kind of like a guy's version of a push-up bra, only for his balls.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a push-up bra.
You can see the comfort.
Like, not the underwear itself, but like the stitching inside the underwear where the pouch is at.
The fabric is 3 times softer than cotton.
They say if you don't love your first pair, they are free.
I might have to try these things out. So strange. Have you guys tried Shinesty ball pouch underwear? If so, call into the voicemail line. Let me know what you think about them. All right, final story we have for you. A Minnesota woman was jailed for domestic assault after allegedly clobbering her boyfriend in the head with a whole goddamn chicken. Yeah, that could be painful. If it was a turkey, he would be dead. With a chicken, he's probably just dealing with a concussion. But yeah, domestic violence, totally. All right, that's according to cops who reported that the victim still had some chicken residue in his hair when they responded to his 911 call for assistance. Oh, you got to wash that out. That's got salmonella, you know what I mean? Give yourself food poisoning. All right, the victim told cops he was driving home last night to the Eagle Lake residence he shares with Natalie Broomer, 36, when he was attacked. So he was in the car when he was attacked with the chicken? Like, why is there a raw chicken in the car? Like, after they went to the bar, did they do some grocery shopping? This doesn't make any sense. The man who had been at a bar with Broomer said she was hitting him and spitting in his face as they were en route home. Upon arriving at their residence, the man alleged Broomer hit him with a whole chicken in the back of his head. The victim still had some chicken residue in his hair, police noted. When cops sought to place Broomer under arrest, she began to struggle with them. I hope they got any and all poultry away from her beforehand. That's her weapon of choice. She began pulling her hands away from the officers, requiring multiple attempts to get her handcuffed. While being escorted from the home, Broomer reportedly continued to yell, then attempted to pull her arms away from the officers, and she kicked her legs around. Charged with domestic assault and obstructing police, both misdemeanors, Broomer was booked into the Blue Earth County Jail. Broomer was arrested in December 2021 for assaulting the same man, identified as the victim in yesterday's incident. The 2021 misdemeanor case is still pending. No word on what dead animal was used in that attack. It should be noted that the couple has been together for more than 10 years, so, the dude's used to her behavior, I'm sure. Court records do not indicate whether the chicken allegedly wielded by Broomer was cooked or raw. Also, no word on how bad the injuries were caused by the poultry strike. So there you go. That's what's happening in Minnesota and your world today. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks. And there are many ways to contact the show. Show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/distortedviewshow. Remember, if you pledge at least $5 to our Patreon account, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And sure enough, we do have some patrons calling in today.
Hey, Boo. It's Squirty's birthday. I had, 2 things I wanted to tell you. The first one is I had a question about this sound bit that I've heard you play a couple times recently. It's a guy's voice yelling out, like, what up? F word for a gay person. I'm not going to say the word. But I know you have that clip. And every time I hear it, I think it's Pauly Shore. And I'm like, that can't be Pauly Shore. Or Andy Dick. Could be him, too. Also, so clarification for that would be awesome. Also, something that I kind of got from you is the annoyance of people using the phrase journey
all the
time.
Start your weight loss journey today.
I've been following this press tour for
I went on a car buying journey recently.
Duggar and her book and her spiritual journey.
Yes.
And this one interview, she just keeps saying the word journey like over and over and over.
After I get done recording this show, I am going to take a bowel movement journey.
I'm, like, for some reason, like, I twitch a little bit. Like,
yeah, I don't like that.
Stop using that word.
Right.
But
exactly.
Just wanted to tell you that. And also, thank you. Have a good one.
Oh, well, thank you for the call. Journey just makes it sound like whatever you're doing is way more epic, right? It's the same fucking shit millions of people have already done before, right? Weight loss journey. Oh, it's so important. What I'm doing is a journey. I'm going on a journey. Please. Now, for your first question.
What up, faggot?
That sound clip. It is not Andy Dick. Good guess. It is not Pauly Shore. Less of a good guess. That is the voice of actor Justin Long, who appeared in a movie. I guess he was like playing an asshole in a movie. I think it was a horror movie. And this is one of the ways we as the audience know he's a bad guy. He's an asshole. Because at some point he utters that.
What up, faggot?
You may remember Justin Long many, many years ago from those Mac ads. Remember, he played Mac and then another dude played a PC and they would talk about how cool Macs are and how dorky PCs are.
Hello, I'm a Mac. And I'm a PC.
What up, faggot?
Oh, wow.
I know, PC. That was totally uncalled for. Macs are homophobic. You heard it here first. Ting! Let's do a few more calls here.
Chicken Tim, bag of cum here, long-time caller, first-time listener. I'm just wondering, do you prefer a grower or a shower? And as an addendum, which one are you?
Grower, but not by much.
I'm
definitely not a shower. I don't care, honestly. I am not a size queen. And, you know, just speaking on the basis of practicality, smaller ones are easier to manage in every way, shape, or form. I can feel like I accomplished more with a smaller one. And also, like, in comparison to mine, you know, I come out looking favorable when dealing with a smaller one. You know what I mean?
Oh, what the hell's going on? Hey, Jimmy Boo, how you doing? I don't understand this Tucker Carlson guy, but he kind of reminds me of Meade Skelton, and Meade Skelton and Tucker.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson is Meade Skelton with a bow tie.
What's this, Fox News? It's funny.
What?
Like the little ties.
Yeah.
Come on. Tucker Carlson has a really thick neck, and his tie knot is too small for his neck. And it's like,
this is your problem with Tucker Carlson.
It's much like a person with a fat neck who fucking wears a bow tie. You know, you know, and they don't size it proportionately.
Right?
And yeah, there's.
I think I agree with you.
Clown bow ties are really huge and big and all over the fucking place. But maybe those people, you know, have skinny necks and they're trying to hide something.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Meade wears I've only ever seen him in like a bolo type tie, real skinny.
Yeah, this is
cowboy.
Oh wow!
I wear bolo ties when I go horseback riding.
What the fuck is going on over there east of the Rockies? I live on the west side of the Rockies. I'm over here on the Pacific Coast. I'm in the wonderful state of Oregon.
Oh.
Hooray for legal heroin!
Oh, his call cut off. But they have legal heroin in Oregon? Nice. Maybe you should open like a mom and pop style heroin store, kind of like that guy we read about on was it Friday's show? He was up in Canada trying to start a store just chock full of drugs, weed, crack, meth. I like how the local news reported though, like this weekend though he'll be in his shitty RV in a real sketchy part of the downtown area if you want to buy some drugs from him. That was a good little plug for his business, actually. I did a search to see if he was arrested or not, because I kind of thought police would be on to him, seeing as how there was a whole local news story about him that aired, but I don't think he was arrested. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the program. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I'm an insatiable flirt.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. And remember, tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Processed cheese, so good it makes me drop to my knees. Processed cheese, dairy farmers love the cows. Oil, water, cheese, wow, processed cheese.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scrod Media Group. Learn more at scrod.net.